So you met Poppy, yeah?
Uh, yeah, I did.
Yeah. So that was run through, was it iHeartRadio?
Yeah. Do you want me to explain like kind of how that happened, or?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So, one of my friends actually in a group chat that I'm in sent me a tweet from the iHeartRadio Theater in New York, and the tweet said, "Oh, if you're Poppy's biggest fan in the New York City area, tweet at us right now." And so, like, oh my God, Matthew, you have to, get yourself out there. So I did, and then I asked some other friends to tag me, and then I guess a lot of my other friends and followers saw that people were tagging me, and I'm so grateful for all of them. And a bunch of other people started tagging me as well. So then they contacted me and said, "Yeah, our post is just filled with your handle, so we decided to go with you."
Okay. So how long after the post had been, like, yeah, how long after the post was up did they, like, contact you?
So it had been up for maybe about a day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so not that long, but
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I was thinking that, like, if it was an hour or two, it'd be a bit quick.
yeah, no, I mean, to me it did seem quick because I didn't know like I was going to be doing any of this until like the night before. But yeah, like the post itself had been up for about a day.
Okay. Did Poppy ring you during her live stream?
No, I wasn't one of the people she called,
Oh,
but
okay.
before when she was calling people for Poppy.Church, she called me then. So
Oh, nice. Okay.
yeah, that was cool.
Huh. Um, so did you have any expectations going into meeting her?
I mean, honestly, I had no idea what to expect because she rarely does anything with like fans anymore.
Yeah.
So it's not like I had anyone to ask like, oh, how is she? Or and then the iHeartRadio people kind of told me what was going to be going on, but even then, 'cause we were doing like this game with her, and I had watched some of the other videos they've done with previous artists and their fans. But the thing is, like, she's so different from everyone else, and like in terms of like energy levels and stuff. So I had no idea what to expect.
Yeah. I guess I guess there's only so much you can really prepare anyway.
Yeah, and especially like finding out that I was doing that like the night before was just yeah. I really didn't have time to like process like how to do everything or
So were you scared at all?
I was more scared about like embarrassing myself if anything.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, I can't think of a reason why someone would be scared of Poppy, but I'll just
Yeah, no, she's such a sweetheart.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I read that because I've been seeing your posts and stuff. Because I don't know how long I've been following you on Instagram, but it's been a while.
Mhm.
Like I've attended multiple live streams. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, so you heard all the stories and
Uh, uh, not about this in particular. I mean, I heard that Titanic hugged you.
yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was kind of awkward because when I started talking to him, he like put his hand out, and I thought he was gonna go in for a handshake, so that's what I started going in for. But instead, he went in for a hug. So
So what was what was he like, or did you not get to really talk to him?
I didn't get to talk to him as much as Poppy, but from the interactions I had, he was very friendly.
Okay. Were they like standing together at any time?
Not really. So like they walked into the building together, but that was about it. Like because when I went inside, to go meet Poppy,
Yeah.
they had him standing behind the set.
Okay.
And then he did take pictures of us, but that was pretty much it. So
Mm.
they weren't really like standing together.
Okay. Yeah, because quite often you kind of see that they like don't leave each other's side.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna ask if you got a sense if they were like dating or not, but like, I mean, probably not, cause if they weren't like close in, I guess, distance to each other or whatever, then there wouldn't really be a chance for any of that kind
Yeah,
of feeling, I suppose.
yeah.
Yeah. So, how did you find Poppy?
So one of my friends actually sent me like one of her older videos. I think it was the "This Is a Dog" one,
Yep.
and they're like, "Oh, like I feel like you would like this because it's like a pastel background. She's talking about a dog."
Yeah.
So I found that, and then so I watched that. I'm like, "Oh yeah, that's like really cute. It's kind of weird, but I find stuff like that interesting."
Yeah.
And then one of my other friends sent the video of her talking to a plant, like a couple of months later.
Okay.
And yeah, they're like, "Oh my god, she's so weird." I'm like, "Oh yeah." And I guess it started like I wasn't out of my friend group. I wasn't the one that was like the most into her at the beginning. Like I
Yeah.
was like, "Oh yeah, like I watch her videos; they're really cool." But my one friend was like, "Oh no, like she's so cool and she has music." And I didn't know that at the time. I'm like, "Oh." So then after listening to her music and watching more and more of her videos, it kind of like I started to really like the project a lot. So
Yeah, it's very interesting. Even now,
yeah,
I I do I do thoroughly appreciate it on a artistic level.
yeah, and a lot of my friends who are like art majors in school, they say like, oh, they tend to like her a lot more than people who aren't like pursuing artistic degrees. And
Oh, interesting. It may just be because I'm on Instagram a lot, but I don't know. You're To me, you're one of the like main uh Poppy Instagram fan accounts.
thank you.
I think the only other one or maybe two I can think of are underscore that poppy seed, who's Alex,
Oh yeah.
and maybe I'm Poppy 2.0. I don't know.
Okay, yeah, no, I know Alex, and I think I follow I'm Poppy 2.0, but I don't know that much about them.
Yeah, I don't know who they are. I just see them on my
They're both
feed.
really nice people too. So
Yeah, yeah. I was talking to Alex about Poppy's weight,
mhm.
because I was just saying that like I was a bit worried about it and stuff.
Oh, that's another thing I noticed. Like in person, like I always forget because I'd seen her perform before, but she's really skinny.
Yeah,
But yeah, I don't think it's like I think she takes care of herself. So
yeah. I I do I do in that regard hope that she's okay, because I know
oh,
that
yeah, definitely.
I know that like the project is meant to like mock popular culture or whatever, but that almost seems like uh it in a way of just, I suppose, giving into beauty standards. But I hope that I yeah, as I said, like I hope she's alright, and I don't think like it's deliberate or anything.
Oh yeah, like she's a smart person, so she takes care of herself. So
So, how much time did you spend with her?
it was only maybe about like maybe half an hour at most.
Oh, okay.
Again, like I couldn't really process what was happening because I was just so excited that it was happening. So, but yeah, they had us go in the room with her at around like 11, I think, and by the time we finished it was like 11:45. So,
Okay. Where I was actually going to go with the whole Instagram thing, because I had a kind of brief idea of what I was actually going to ask. This is like one of the only questions that I was really interested in asking, is because you're such a fan of Poppy and stuff, how do you feel about people like, I suppose, me, for example, like either putting out like the 2-hour compilation of old Mariah music, or just basically making videos about Poppy in general?
I mean, I don't necessarily I don't like taking part in it because I know, for her, she doesn't like that either.
Yeah.
But I can't really do anything to stop anyone else from doing it. So, I guess I would just have a problem with myself putting some of her old work out there. But I could tell people that I don't agree with them doing that. But at the end of the day, I can't really stop anyone from putting stuff out there. So
Yeah.
I guess I really don't. Yeah, I don't have a personal problem with it. I just know she doesn't like it, so I won't ever do it. But
Yeah. Yeah. I would say that you've seen like all of the old Mariah stuff.
I've come across it a few times. Yeah.
Okay. So do you prefer Poppy now to Mariah, or?
Yeah, I know that's a lot of people divided on that, but I prefer the project now because I know as a person that's kind of what she wants too. So
Okay, so you don't get the sense that she's kind of in too deep or doesn't really have a say or anything?
I mean, I think if she didn't want to do it, I think she would say something. You know?
Yeah, I'd hope so.
Yeah. Because I don't want her to be doing anything that she's not comfortable with. Or
Yeah. So we were talking before we went before we started recording about Marzago a little bit, and I'm not going to go into the lawsuit. So you like Marzago as well, I'm guessing?
I'm not really a fan, but
Okay.
I don't hate her.
Okay. Yeah. Do you like the Poppy project, I guess either as a concept or as it is compared to Computer Show?
Yeah, I can see how they're both similar, but again, that's Titanic working on both of them. But I do see the Poppy project as its own standalone thing, if that makes sense.
Yeah, but like artistically, do you have a preference?
Yeah, the Poppy project.
Okay. So what stands out about the Poppy project for you?
For me, I just it's kind of I guess a little more to me the Computer Show felt more mature, and not that there's anything wrong with that, but it's not something that I like more than the other. And with Poppy, it seems more especially at the beginning, it seemed more bubbly and a little bit more innocent, and not as in good or evil, just I guess, yeah.
Okay.
More yeah.
So like, are you kind of saying that you like Poppy because it doesn't take itself too seriously, to some degree?
I guess, yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
Not that not that they're not putting thought into it. It's just
Yeah. It's a lot more, I was gonna say, light-hearted compared to Computer Show.
exactly, yeah.
So you're saying that you went and saw Poppy perform?
Yeah.
How was that?
Oh, that was so much fun. The shows were really lively, and I got to bring a lot of my friends too, so they enjoyed it. So it was a overall really good experience.
Okay. Have you got tickets for the next one?
I do. I'm actually gonna go see her in Brussels in 2 weeks from now.
Oh, okay. So, do you reckon she'll perform the album in full?
I don't know if she's doing like the new full album completely, but from what I've like understood is that she is playing like a few of the new songs that haven't even been released yet. So we can look forward to that.
Yeah. Hmm. There's always mystery.
Yeah, especially with her and Titanic. But I don't think like they would just do the songs that she's already released, especially since the tour name is "Am I a Girl" tour. So I really do think there's going to be a heavy emphasis on that upcoming album. So I 99% sure we will hear some new songs that we haven't heard before.
Yeah. I was I was I was thinking, and I theorized it in, I think, yesterday's video. Oh, yesterday's video when I'm recording this. That that if they were in fact going to perform the full album live, it's actually not a bad uh marketing strategy.
Yeah, and I know artists have done that before. So
Yeah, and like artists have like listening parties and stuff, and so it
yeah,
would be like a listening party on a grander scale.
yeah, for like the fans to also take part in it.
Yeah, because they could like feel special that they're like kind of hearing
Included
it
in that.
before it's out.
And like I'm talking with a few of the other people that I'm meeting up with there, and like they did say they're kind of confused as to, like why they're doing this, and like kind of like, oh, like I won't know the words at all, but at the same time they're all very excited that they get to hear like they're gonna be some of the first people to hear these new songs, and especially hearing them live, that'll be really cool for them.
Yeah, and like of course, if you hear it live and like it, I mean the only way you can get it is by pre-ordering the album. So
Yeah, but this like yeah, I do see it as like a very clever marketing strategy.
so I'm guessing. I mean, I don't like them either. But I'm guessing you're against like her old music and stuff being leaked.
Yeah, I mean, because I guess she's kind of expressed how like she doesn't like that happening. So I don't really support like stuff like that.
So you'd like rather never hear it.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I have like listened to it before,
Yeah.
but at the same time, like I do prefer the stuff that she's like actually released too, like songs from Bubble Bath and Poppy Dot Computer.
Okay. When I was like, I suppose preparing and stuff for for the interview, I realized that I've never like sat down and spoken with the actual Poppy fan because
Hmm.
I I'm a bit biased towards Mars Argo, but um I don't think I've ever spoken to a Mars Argo fan either. Is there anything you want to ask me?
Um, Not that I can think of at the moment, but as soon as I do, I'll ask.
I probably should have prepared some questions.
No, no worries. I could tell you more about like a little bit of my interaction with her.
Yeah, sure. Go for it.
Okay, so before we got there, they said like, oh yeah, they kind of briefed me on like the game we were going to be playing, and kind of asked me like, if I was okay with like being used in their videos and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So after doing that, they just kind of put me in this. Yeah, they kind of took me to their office and they're like, we just talked a little bit about like Poppy herself and the Poppy project as a whole, and then she arrived, and they said, okay, she's just gonna go and record some stuff, and then we'll have you walk in, when we call your name. I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm standing outside of the door, and again, I'm freaking out, and my friend who came with me, she's also freaking out, like, oh my god, I'm gonna be sitting across the table from her. Like that was just so surreal to think about.
Yeah.
So then they called me in, and I go in, and Poppy recognized me actually, because I'll tell you what she said afterwards. So they had me go sit down across the table from her, and she's like, "Oh, how are you?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm good. How are you?" And we played the game. It was a fun little game, and it was so weird because I had seen before when I found out I was actually going to be doing that, I had gone to the iHeartRadio YouTube channel and watched a few of the other fan and artist games they had done before. But with someone like her, it was so different because her, she's very soft spoken. Her energy levels aren't like through the roof or anything. So I didn't know how competitive it would be if we were going to be smashing the buttons to see who could push it first, or she was going to I guess be graceful about it. But in a way, that kind of made me feel better because I didn't have to put fake energy, I guess you could say, into it. After we finished the game, they're like, okay, you guys will have a chance to talk to each other for a few minutes. So we talked about her upcoming shows and her the album itself, and she told me a little bit about those shows she's performing tonight, actually. So that was really cool. And then afterwards, okay, now we're gonna take pictures. So we took some of the pictures. They have the professional camera person come in, and photographer came and took some of the pictures of us. And then, of course, they took pictures on my phone. And then they're like, okay, thank you guys. And they said, okay, well, Poppy herself, she said, wait, can I take a picture on my phone? And I don't know, to that, but my friend and I, we started freaking out, oh my god, how sweet. And we didn't realize we were freaking out until everyone else pointed it out. And so then, they had me go outside, we're just gonna get some last minute stuff from Poppy, and then we'll get some last minute stuff from you. So they sent us out, and then when they brought us back in, they asked me a little bit about how I found her, what I find in the project itself and stuff like that. And so afterwards, they're like, okay, and Poppy wanted to give this to you, so it's actually a card she signed, and she's on the card it's like, oh yeah, see you soon, because we had talked about how I was going to go see her in 2 weeks. So that made me really happy. And then afterwards, she did send me a message on Twitter saying oh, thank you for coming. They said, wow, one of my fans in New York was going to come and be here with me, and I asked if it was you. And so that it really was a personal experience.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Yeah, I was so happy.
Yeah, that sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, and especially I got from a mega fan, it was an amazing experience.
Yeah. Do you think she'll ever tour Australia?
She does want to go there.
Okay.
So I hope that she does, so all her Australian fans can see her as well.
Yeah, as I suppose biased in a way I am towards Marzago, I can't imagine I'd give up the chance to go and see her.
Yeah.
Because it's just something you kind of have to experience.
Yeah, and her shows are the best.
So was the game something that iHeartRadio had made up, or?
Yeah, well, I mean, they've done it before, so it wasn't a new thing they made up. But it was I guess, fan versus artist trivia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they asked a few questions about her, and then whoever answered the most questions right, won.
Okay. You gonna give us a spoiler, or?
Well, I don't know if I'm allowed to.
Okay. Yep. No, that's fine. I'm looking forward to the video, actually.
Yeah, I'll be sure to. I'll post the link on my Instagram bio as soon as it's out. And I'm still waiting, actually, for them to email a few more of the professional photos that they took.
Okay.
So I'll be sure to post those up as soon as I get those. And all that.
So you're in Poppy.Church?
I am, yeah, I'm one of the guardians.
Ah. So what do you think of that whole, I suppose, thing?
Like the whole website itself?
Yeah, or how, look, or what it's become, I suppose.
What it's become. Okay. I really do I it's really cute and I like stuff like that. So I like it. And it is a good place to like go connect with other fans and like 90% of the interactions I've had on there with other fans have always been positive. So
Yeah. I am actually on there. Like I do have an account. Yeah, I like go on there sometimes. I like how it's laid out.
yeah, and I like the kind of like I guess retro like 80s theme they kind of have going for it.
Yeah. It reminds me a bit of Habbo Hotel. I don't know if you ever played that game.
Oh yeah, I have.
Yeah. Are you aware that that I'mPoppy.com is like no longer online?
Yeah, I did hear about that.
Yeah. And same with Titanic's website.
Oh, I didn't know that Titanic's website was down.
Yeah. I guess they're probably connected.
I mean, yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah, but the thing is that the thing that doesn't make sense to me is that if they're connected, then what's Poppy.Church? Because the reason why those two are taken down or whatever, they're suspended pages, and it looks as if it's because Titanic or whoever didn't pay the website host the money for it to keep going.
I mean, yeah, I really don't know like much about why the site is down myself. So.
And the fact that he's meant to be releasing a new album soon.
Yeah, like I'm thinking maybe that has something to do with it. Maybe getting a new site, or I have no idea though.
Are you one of those people who's like gone through the Wayback Machine trying to find Poppy stuff?
I've not actually done that, but I know like I think Alex has.
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah.
So yeah, again, like for me, I guess I'd rather like appreciate the project as how it is now, especially considering how she doesn't like that kind of stuff to surface up. But again, I'm not like I can't stop anyone else from doing that. So
Yeah. I find that really interesting, and it's a good way to be. It's just kind of like enjoying it for what it is, and not digging for digging's sake.
Yeah, because to me, it's like even if you find that stuff or not, it's not going to change what they're doing currently. So
yeah. Do you think that Mariah will return?
Honestly, with the amount of dedication that's going into the Poppy project, I can't really say.
Okay.
Like I do know all things, have to end eventually, but
yeah.
With other interviews, she said like, oh, like I'm Poppy now. Like I'm Poppy. I've always been Poppy. I am Poppy and I always will be. So I guess we'll just have to see how it plays out. But as of like in the near future, I don't see it stopping.
Yeah, I can see that. They've kind of changed the videos recently, like Raccoon and Sleeping Poppy.
Oh yeah, no, very different style than I guess the videos we were getting in the Poppy.Computer era.
Yeah, I'm kind of enjoying them actually.
Yeah, I really did like you can really see them growing, like the project, pushing it forward, kind of making it into more of what they want it to be exactly.
How did you think the YouTube series fitted in with the actual project?
The I'm Poppy series?
Yeah.
Well, I remember reading somewhere like Titanic that it was just like basically a long coffee video. So I guess it was like it was its own thing, but it also like kind of stood side by side with the regular videos as a whole.
Do you feel that it kind of, I was gonna say, is the phrase stood true to the actual series, like the Poppy videos?
In terms of the story they were telling within the series, I don't think the regular videos have much to do with it. But like, I guess the style they had and like the way Poppy would talk, it did stay pretty true to like the normal videos. But plot wise, I think it was something like on its own.
So they've spoken recently about wanting to do, like, I think, some movies and stuff.
Oh yeah, and the Amp Radio interview, she said,
Do you think that they will continue along the lines of the show and kind of finish that story, or do you think they'll just be separate?
I mean, I personally, I would love to see them carry on that story,
Yeah,
just because like we all got invested into it thinking there'd be more, and we haven't gotten much of it yet. So if they did do that, I would love that. But then again, but the whole project, I guess a big part of it is just like mystery surrounding it all. So it could be something completely different. And I guess if they really are like, I guess getting ready for a movie, we'll find out more about that as it gets closer.
yeah,
But as of right now, I personally don't think they would keep it the same. Maybe like keep the same plot or just change the style of the videos. But I want to see them like just doing a YouTube Red episode and then doing a movie to finish it off. Unless the YouTube Red episode is part of the movie itself, if that makes sense.
yeah. Well, I think Titanic said that he had written most of the series already.
If they do end up producing more of that, I can't wait.
Yeah, it was so good.
It was.
Why do you think it didn't get another episode?
I don't think it's because like not enough people watched it, because when it first came out, like there's a lot of Poppy seeds,
Yeah,
and they were all like supporting it heavily. So I don't think that's why. Um, I don't know. I guess they just got busy. Like again, Poppy said like she's always working on her album, and she messaged. She said somewhere that the reason why she's back in New York is to work on her third album. So I think I guess the reason is they're putting more of an emphasis on the music and not really, the other parts of the project.
okay. So you don't think that, like, YouTube got wind of the lawsuit or anything?
No, because that was like, again, the first episode was months before that happened. So
Yeah, but, like, if you think about it, the lawsuit had been like there's evidence in that from that, like, years ago. Like,
yeah,
yeah.
I don't think that's why though.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I can see that. I mean, I guess I like to try and think that everything kind of has a reason, but not
Yeah.
like spiritually or philosophically, whatever. Just
Yeah.
that, like, I like to try and piece things together, I suppose.
Yeah. No, I'm the same way. Like I like to think that it's like weird to think that something just happened just because it happened. So
Yeah. Yeah. Like, if the series was really good and, like, lots of people watched it and stuff, like, something must have happened. Like, that's kind
yeah,
of my thought process.
yeah.
Titanic Sinclair's known for taking down Poppy videos.
Oh, like the old stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think of that?
I mean, it makes sense because if it's like stuff that he's produced or anything like that. If he doesn't want it up, then I understand like why he's taking, pushing to get them taken down. I guess at the same time, yeah, I don't really know. They just kind of, I just kind of watch what they do, not really think much of like why they're doing it.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, because the early Poppy stuff, like the vlogs and stuff, like he had nothing to do with.
Yeah, no, like if that's Poppy herself, maybe requesting for those to be taken down, that might be it. But again, I don't really know why they do it. I just watch them do what they do.
Yeah, like she used to claim them.
Yeah.
Like I got a copyright claim back in like, was it like early to mid 2017, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And that video got taken down. But then I got one, was it last year, I think?
Mm-hmm.
And that was for like, I think it was like literally a second and a half of footage.
Oh wow.
And I counterclaimed it, and he left it, and it got reinstated. So
wow.
Yeah, I don't know if I have any more questions. Honestly, I've really enjoyed the chat though, and like
me too.
If you ever want to like do another part or another interview or whatever, just let me know. And
yeah, just let me know as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun, so thank you for having me.
That's all right. I'll be leaving your Twitter and Instagram at the top of the description.
Okay, thank you so much.
Because, I mean, it's you.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for taking time out of your day and chatting with me.
Yeah, no problem. I had a lot of fun.
Okay. Yeah. I guess I'll talk to you online.
Okay. All right, well, have a great morning. I think it is over there.
Yep, it's 5 a.m.
Oh, wow.
Okay, well, yeah. Goodbye, I guess.
Yeah, bye. Really nice talking to you.
Thank you. You too.